Hi, this is Mon Rasz and you are listening to my Daily Thoughts number 14. Today's reflections are about rejuvenation. Get rid of the old stuff and make a new beginning, in parentheses, with what you have learned. These have been the final words in the prior session. My guess is that a lot of people agree to that. But why is it then that, despite better knowledge, in some cases we act quickly, in others late, too late, or not at all? Let's take the easy ones first and find out when immediate action is almost guaranteed, when we don't hesitate to do a system overhaul, when we try to learn from mistakes and failures in the past, and do an effort to make things easier and better. For instance, what do we think when we make repeatedly the same trip from A to B? First, we are happy that we found the itinerary. Then, after we have done it a few times, we think about how we could save time by shortcutting here and there, or taking faster routes. Yes, even going over speed limit. So saving time is the first reason. Apply this to our road and highway system and we could state roads are built with the goal of reducing the distances while increasing the flow through size and speed. But why is there a speed limit? If we could go faster, we could save even more time. Like everyone knows, speed limits are established because we learned from accidents in the past that in certain places speed limits are necessary to avoid accidents, injury and even death. To talk about rejuvenation of the road and highway system is basically a no-brainer. Everybody is on the same side. All of us want to save time and travel fast, but in security. It's no surprise that this system constantly undergoes change, repair and rejuvenation. The initial purpose of this system is maintained. Problems are quickly analyzed and solutions executed. Old roads, intersections or bridges either need to make way for new, better and bigger ones, or are removed. If all systems would be treated that way, this would be fantastic. So why is it that some systems are constantly updated, repaired, renewed, and some, like the computer and political, legal ones, are not? To make it real short, here's why. It happens if not all forces are pulling in the same direction! Exclamation mark. It is that easy. If there is a situation, if something is happening where you ask yourself the question, why is it not being changed, modified, made easier or better, then look for the three major reasons why. Money, power and control. Anything that can be, even remotely, influenced by humans is subject to these major forces. Take a listen to my short story in Daily Thoughts number 4. Allow me to give you a few examples. Why is it that a computer operating system DOS with maybe 100 system files 25 years ago had to be blown up to Windows 7 operating system with approximately 100,000 system files? Why is it that where you had to click once or twice in the beginning, now you have to click 4 to 5 times to do the same task? Why is it so? With all the computer power we have right now, everything should be much faster. But still, the computer startup times is lagging behind those 25 years ago. Does it make sense? No, it doesn't. It only makes sense if you look at it from a perspective of money, power and control. Nobody would be willing to shed an extra 2 or 3K for more computer power if it wouldn't be necessary. So the forces of money, those who only depend on creating short-term shareholder value, get into gear and create the need by way of system and program requirements before you can install or do X, Y and Z. I try to be objective and stay calm, but I can see, like anyone else, how years of just one human's life are being wasted because some major software manufacturer is not willing to provide adequate or required updates or makeovers, or even take a closer look how to rejuvenate his ware. But there is more. Why is it that insurance rates can increase by 100, 200 or 500% in few years? Or that people have to spend their life savings on just one medical procedure? Or that old people in retirement home are billed by how many times they have to use the restroom? Or that children, who represent our very future, are, during their most fragile years, educated by whoever, just because both parents have to work full-time, sometimes 2 shifts a day, to make a living? Is that how far our society and their acclaimed values have been pulled into the dirt? I don't see any of the constitutional rights guaranteed, such as freedom and the pursuit of happiness, if the means for that are taken away and handed over, legally, to those in power and control. How can it happen that most of the countries in the world are deep in debts? How can that happen? It happens because the only real value that everybody is longing for is shareholder value. It happens because you, if you have money, you want your 5, 10 or more % of return on your investment too. And if you don't have money, you spend it like if you had it. It's not really the fault of the system. It's not really the fault of the representatives either. Those who are in fact responsible are you and me. If you cheat on your wife or husband, or lie to your kids, what thought pattern or wave will that create? Do not expect the government that you elect will act differently than you in your life and environment. If you let yourself impress by money, power, status, fame and control, then don't be surprised if you are going to be governed by these forces. If you lie and accept lies on a personal basis, then the people you voted for will most likely do the same. We have the great advance of still being in a democratic system in most parts of the world, where our representatives are elected by the people. Powerful forces are trying to change or at least circumvent that by way of lobbyism, media and schools. But as long as we, the people, are united, it will not happen. My proposition is that whatever background we have, wherever we are coming from, if we are using truth and logic as foundation of our thoughts and decisions, on an everyday basis, in our personal life, in our family life, and also in our social life, then this will be a quantum leap in terms of universal development and could become an unstoppable force. We are close to the point of no return regarding Earth and environment, and only united can we master that task. What world will our children live in if we do not provide for the right parameters right now? The horizon of hope has already passed. The only thing that's left is to act now and rejuvenate. For today, I thank you for your time. May the higher spirit help us evolve. Until the next daily thoughts, yours truly, Mon Rasz. And today's post-lectum is: which values can offspring from a truth and logic foundation? Compassion, courage, honor, integrity, love, and sympathy. This is why I have not delved into these just yet.